Today, we will be confronted with a story that has startled millions in the world of Kelly Ripa, been damaged. After more than 30 years of marriage, the previously private conversations are now candid and open. According to reports, Mark Consuelos has started the process of divorcing his wife. Yes, a divorce. It strikes a deep chord, particularly when it's connected to one of the most adored couples in television history. Regretfully, unless we embark on a trip together, I don't think we should let sadness set in. A journey through their love story, the pauses that took place, the tears that made headlines, and the startling truths hidden behind the pain. The rationale is that sometimes conclusions aren't really conclusions. They occasionally bring us to unanticipated chances. I want you to stay with me. This is not just their story. Our own lives, our own loves, and our own choices are reflected in what we see here. That was in 1995. Kelly Ripa shot to fame on All My Children as the seductive Haley Vaughn. Her on-screen love interest, Mio Santos, played by Mark Consuelos, was a charming and incredibly gorgeous newcomer to her life. But it was more than a manufactured romance. Off-screen, an electrical event took place. Within a year of dating, they unexpectedly eloped to Sin City, surprising even their closest friends. Like a mythical whirlwind romance, it exuded fate. Fans were enthralled not just by their characters, but also by the sincere affection that blossomed between them. Instead of just acting out a fairy tale, they were truly living it out. Every story, even fairy tales, has a darker side, and they themselves did not anticipate the gloom that would finally invade. Kelly and Mark were the most well-known couple in the U.S. for nearly 30 years. Kelly went on to host live broadcasts after becoming the master of the morning show, starting with Regis, then Michael, and finally Mark himself. In addition to becoming Kelly's loyal husband, Mark made a name for himself as an actor by appearing in shows like Riverdale. Raised the 3 kids they had together, they laughed on television, joked around in interviews, and shared anecdotes about their marriages, the funny, the bad, and the good. Instead of seeing them as distant, frigid celebrities, their fans saw them as close friends. Living in the spotlight has had advantages and disadvantages, though. Any joke can have the potential to become news. Unspoken conversations quickly catch on like wildfire. Under the surface of the humor, real hardships often lie latent. Only recently have those battles begun to creep through the crevices. Fans were the first to notice. Kelly, who's always vivacious, would occasionally let her guard down. She was more often talking about the work of marriage. Sometimes her jokes about Mark's behaviors appeared grounded in reality. Mark also seemed to be getting farther away at times. His stern body language was disguised by his smile. Insiders whispered about their busy careers, the emptiness that resulted from their children leaving home, and the stress of always being on show for the cameras. After the rumors had intensified, news of Mark's divorce action eventually broke. According to others close to the couple, Mark and Consuelos had begun surreptitiously researching their legal options. He felt stuck in a life that no longer reflected who he was, not because of scandal or betrayal. Kelly was devastated by the news. After more than 30 years of building a family, a life, and a business together, hearing the word divorce made it feel as though the entire world had fallen apart beneath her feet. Feelings soared. For Kelly, Mark was more than just her husband. He was her anchor, co-star, and collaborator in every sense of the word. She was devastated at the thought of being parted. But what if Mark's goal was to maintain their love rather than destroy it? Mark's supposed divorce plot was not motivated by anger. At its core was a desperate attempt to gain clarity. As a married pair, they had endured years of media scrutiny and the fervent expectations of their fans. Was it just the life they had created together, or did they still choose each other, he pondered. When Mark thought about getting a divorce, he wasn't trying to escape. He was trying to awaken them both so they would confront the reality of their wants. But could Kelly understand the importance of the pain? Like a knife, the word divorce cut Kelly. She cried. "Why?" she inquired. She feared that everything in her world was falling apart. But when the storm passed, she began to understand everything. Mark was not turning her away. He was an adamant opponent of their forced life, the demanding schedule, the public marriage as a show, and the exhaustion of always being on display. As time went on, Kelly's tears turned into reflection. Could this turning point be the starting point for new discoveries? What would that mean to the millions who had spent their day focused on the couple? The news had a profound impact on viewers across the United States. Kelly was more than that as a TV host. She participated in their A Shocking Revelation has fundamentally upended the glamorous world of daytime television. The unthinkable is allegedly taking place. Kelly Ripa, the vibrant and beloved co-host of Live with Kelly and Ryan, is apparently divorcing her husband of over 3 decades, Mark Consuelos. Fans nationwide are hurting as heartbreak emojis overtake social media feeds as the supposedly inseparable power couple calls it quits. For many years, Kelly Ripa and Mark Consuelos were regarded as members of the Hollywood elite. Beginning on All My Children in the 1990s, their on-screen relationship went on to become a television legend. The public witnessed their developing affair as a sign of true love. After Consuelos, the attractive and dark-haired actor won Ripa over with his charm. Their 3 children are now well known on social media, and they began a family while simultaneously advancing in their careers. Despite the romantic public image, there are rumors that the couple's relationship has been troubled for some time. A close friend or relative is whispering confidential details about the couple's lives. It's not that they no longer love each other, they've just grown apart. Children, careers, and being in the spotlight have all had an impact. The reported breakup is reportedly amicable, but it is clear how painful it is. Ripa is devastated but determined to face this difficult chapter with the same poise and grace that have defined her public persona. According to her close friends, for a horde of daytime TV fans who have been there for her through every tear, giggle, and iconic fashion moment, this is almost unthinkable news. As soon as the report surfaced, hashtag Kelly and Mark and hashtag Divorce Shock gained popularity on social media. Once seemingly inextricably linked to her husband's supportive presence, Kelly is now facing uncharted ground in her career. How would she balance her weekday responsibilities with her personal struggles? How will the children react to such a drastic change? Fans are asking questions like these, and the answers are being kept secret. Kelly Ripa's familiar surroundings have undoubtedly changed significantly. The entertainment world is already taking notice of this reported divorce. A tableau of silent grief and tenacity is portrayed in gossip columns, whereas late-night talk shows are a flurry of speculation. Mark Consuelos appears to prioritize co-parenting and maintaining a low profile. He is well known for being both affable and secretive. According to people close to the pair, their main interests are their kids and one another. But both superstars have avoided the spotlight. Many followers are finding it difficult to understand and sympathize with the sudden development. In fact, Ripa and Consuelo's romance was more than just a news story. It was a beacon of hope for couples juggling the demands of family, work, and fame. No relationship is perfect, as viewers are reminded by all the rumors and unresolved pain. Even though Kelly Ripa's future remains uncertain, she is remarkably resilient. She has endured public scrutiny, highs and lows in her career, and now personal tragedy under the spotlight of stardom. Kelly's fan base is waiting for the same bravery, humor, and tenacity that made her an idol in the first place. Despite the fact that her life is currently in ruins, in a world where celebrity marriages are usually short-lived, Kelly Ripa and Mark Consuelos' supposed breakup serves as a sobering reminder that love is difficult, life is full of surprises, and even famous people can experience grief. As Kelly Ripa's narrative evolves, fans will be watching it carefully and anticipating every development.